Hey people, well, a lot in the news today, isn't there? We got old Prince Andrew there. Are we allowed to call him Prince anymore? We got him, we got Canada, we got Khan and Patel. Oh dear. Well, first of all, let's visit Canada, where Trudeau has totally lost the plot. Basically, he's put in place now everything bar martial law. And as if effectively stirred up a complete hornet's nest by walking out of Parliament. How much do you need to see, Canada? This guy is no good for you. He's a playboy, he's a pretty boy, and he's destroying your country. To the point now where the police are walking away. Even the chief of police in Ottawa has walked away. He said, no, this isn't right. Now, this is what all the police forces should be doing around the world. If you don't agree with it, you don't like it, you think it's morally wrong, voice your opinion and walk away. At least you leave with your integrity and a few morals left. I won't say all your morals because you've continued on this far of it, but... And then Patel has finally stood up to Khan nearer home now. Well, useless Patel is saying that she will remove a lot of his powers as Lord Mayor of London. Well, I don't think the prick should have any, and he shouldn't be the Lord Mayor of London, but that's just my opinion. And they're going to take the powers away from him, or she is, over the police, effectively removing him as Commissioner of the Police of London, being Mayor. Damn good idea, pretty. Let's see if it's like all your other brilliant ideas, whether you actually put it into practice, because nothing you've come up with so far has. And they're looking at taking the Transport London away from him. Well, that he has totally failed at. Totally cocked that up. It's just a money pit and it still doesn't work. Even the roads, the bridges are shut, roads are shut. Not a thing's moving. And she needs to remove him. He needs to be removed before he absolutely destroys the capital. It's just about lost anyway. You know, that's why people call it Londonistan. It's like that. And I will never go there again. I haven't been there for many years and I don't intend to now. If I've got to go anywhere that side of the country, I'll go round it. I will not go through it or anywhere near it, or the M25. I will go 100 miles out of my way to avoid it. But then we get up to the opening story of Prince Andrew, if we're allowed to call him that now. Well, by what you've done, or you won't see it, but what you've done is actually by paying up. That's just another way of admitting guilt. No matter what you say around it, what you do, once you sign that money over to me, you're admitting guilt. Now, the young lady, I can't even remember what her name was, she's that insignificant to me, always said she wasn't about the money. It was all about the justice. So why take the money and run then, love? Wasn't about the money at all, was it? No. The money that they paid you last time was started to run out, so you needed that bit more, didn't you? Absolute fucking joke. And then we've got the Ukraine-Russia. Well, I said some while back, and a couple of my subs fiercely agreed with me. It was saber rattling. They were testing the West, seeing how far they could push, see what repercussions would become of it. Well, now they all know, don't they? He just had to move his troops to the border. We had to move our equipment all around the world. How much did he force you to waste? All you NATO governments? Told you, he's a very clever man. Very clever man. And he holds a lot of the cards. I said that yesterday. But then we get on to... But anyway, today's main two was it. I got thinking yesterday. I was watching a video. I can't remember who it was now. But it kind of just got my mind thinking, which we all know is never a good thing with me. And what the government have done over the last couple of years. You know, I don't mean the headlines. I mean what goes on behind the headlines, the psychological warfare, the propaganda, brainwashing people into doing something they don't want to do. You know, all of this was words backed up with, you know, incarceration in the form of lockdowns. In one or two places, real incarceration. It caused a huge loss of life, increased poverty, homelessness, suicides are on the up, massive rise in mental health issues, especially in children. And they've actually created through this a nation now that can't rest. It can't sleep. It can't settle down. It can't relax. Why? Because it doesn't know what's coming next. So your mind just can't switch off of it. You don't know what's going to be changed the following morning when you wake up, if you do sleep. This is the thing it's doing. And it has done. But you turn to the people who's supposed to protect you from this, and they can't be trusted. But through 2 years of it, we've made our voices heard, even if there's very few listening. And we know those important ones didn't listen. But can you imagine going through those last 2 years without the right to speak out, the right to challenge, disagree, even debate, under the threats of fines, and in some places that they're trying to do large prison terms? You know, it'll be an offence to think for yourself. And if they try to pass all the bills through in their current form, now this is only my opinion, okay? My opinion. Not a conspiracy theorist. This is just something that I thought about. Could we be facing that in the future? And of course, they will use it's for our own good. Well, sorry, Boris, I decide what's for my own good, not you. Now, this is just my opinion. You imagine going through all of this without any of the freedoms that we have had. You know, this is just one wrong turn that the future could take. Because it's there. It's in black and white. And once they've got that power, then the world's their oyster. They can do what they want with us. You will have to conform by law. Even down to the way you think. Just a thought. I knew it was going to be bad as soon as I thought about it, but if nothing else, I'm open and truthful. If that's what I'm thinking, then that's what I'm thinking. I can't change that, and neither can they. But then, the Met again. Oh, Jesus. Everywhere you look now, there's some senior ranking, high up officer in the Met giving his little speech on TV interviews, in the press, wherever. Excuse me while I just set fire to myself. Been there before. But every single one of them, every single speech sounds like the pick me for the job speech. I'm the best person for the job. And it's just laughable. They're making absolute clowns of themselves. Oh, we're going to sort this out. Yeah, we got to sort that out. Well, you bellends, you brought it on yourselves, as far as I'm concerned. And to me, it just looks like now they're wasting more money and time on investigating themselves than they are on investigating criminals. You know, I mean, if they started doing their job without fear or favour, with integrity and morals, oh no, they can't. That's been deprogrammed, isn't it? They've been rebooted since that was brought in. You know, they might just salvage something out of this. But it's enjoying watching them consuming themselves on a daily basis. It's like watching a soap. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it there for today. I'm in a bit more of a cheerful mood. Sorry to drone on about one subject, more or less, but hey, I never hold my thoughts back. So until the next one, as always, my respects to you all. Thank you for your support. And until the next one, stay safe, stay strong, stay free from tyranny. Bye.